You are a middle-aged bald-bearded man. You have been feeling very down lately, mainly because you got fired from your job a few days ago, and you can't help but feel a bit aimless with the direction of your life. Perhaps you simply need a little push. One day, you stayed up late playing video games. Eventually, you decide to call it a day and head towards your bedroom. After all, you had been playing video games all day. You are bare naked, with exception of some black shorts you are wearing. Anyways, while making your way to your bedroom, you rub your own scruffy beard while you sigh, a sign of another day wasted. However, as soon as you open the door to your bedroom, your entire expression changes as you see something weird. There were 2 shoes on your bed. However, these weren't just any regular shoes. They were metallic, spiky, and giant. They were the Werehog shoes, a character you had known for a long while thanks to your experience with video games. You recognize the shoes immediately, and wonder what they were doing on your bed, as you don't recall ever seeing them. You go up to your bed and grab them. They feel surprisingly great to hold. You can feel how the shoes are made of real metal. Overall, for some replicas, they were genuinely extremely impressive. However, when you are about to leave the shoes, you suddenly feel a strange pull towards them. It was as if the shoes are calling for you, somehow. They want you to put them on. You think putting the shoes would just make you look stupid, but you can't help but feel as if putting the shoes on would help you, in a way. You chuckle, excited about the prospect of wearing the Werehog shoes, and surrender to the urge to put them on. You swiftly put each shoe on, blissfully unaware of the changes it would dawn upon your physique. The first thing that you notice is that the shoes are too awfully big for your feet, which makes you think maybe these were meant for another person, but lucky for you. These shoes were always meant to be worn by you. You are right where you need to be. Another thing that you notice not too long after putting the shoes on is the sweaty atmosphere inside of them, implying that someone else had already wore them without socks. This makes you believe even further than these shoes are from another person, but no. These shoes were always meant to be yours. Disgusted by the sweaty atmosphere of the shoes, you try to take them off, but they don't budge, despite being awfully big for you. This weirds you out and you suddenly get the feeling that something big is about to happen. All of a sudden, some type of weird dark blue fur goo thingy starts coming out from the Werehog shoes that you are now wearing, climbing their way up your legs. You freak out and try to rip off the fur goo on your legs, however, they wouldn't budge. It was almost as if the goo was fusing to your skin, making it the real one now. The fur goo made it to your torso. However, as you soon realize, it is not only fusing with your skin, but it is also making your physique change in ways that you had only seen in fiction movies. For example, your legs were now much broader and bulky than before. Same goes with your torso. You watch in horror as you see the fur goo climbing your hairy chest and pecs, making it bulky. You see a grayish circular fur pattern on your chest, and once you see it, you finally realize what is going on. Somehow, you are being transformed into the Werehog. As soon as realization hits, you desperately try to take off the fur goo. But of course, the goo doesn't budge, and your resistance just makes it go even faster. Once it gets to your arms, they begin swelling and rippling as soon as they fuse with the fur goo, turning them into massive furry tree trunks. Your hands don't get covered in fur though, but they instead turn into huge light blue hands with massive claws built in them. At this point in the transformation, you finally start to take note of the Werehog's strength. You clench your fists as you feel the Werehog's newfound strength washing over you. You have an expression of disgust in the outside, but inside, you are secretly enjoying the transformation. Anyways, it seems like the goo doesn't want to wait that much longer for you to become its host, so that's why it absorbs your head at an incredible speed, making your ears move to almost the top of your head, while making them pointy, and growing large furry quills behind your head and back. By this point, the only part that was left was your face. You kneel trying to rip off the goo, but even with your new strength, it is impossible. You feel like crying as you see that the transformation is almost over. The goo is enjoying the process, so that's why it wants to take this part easy. Some white goo tendrils cling on to your beard. You clench in pain, although the transformation in its own is far from painful. You still haven't given up hope, and begin stretching the fur goo like crazy, bumping into walls and such. But then, a wave of light blue goo washes over your mouth, creating a small snout. Your mouth had now fangs. You touch your werehog mouth in shock.
This only confirmed that the goo's progress was inevitable, and quite frankly, there was little you could do about your current situation. You are destined to become the Werehog. It is also at this moment where your vocal cords become significantly larger due to the amounts of Werehog goo that entered your mouth. Of course, this could only mean that your voice is getting deeper. To resemble that of the Werehog, you can't help but be extremely overwhelmed by what was going on. You didn't ask for any of this to happen. You were simply curious as to what his shoes were doing on your bed. You never would have expected you were going to undergo a transformation into him. All you could do now is hope for the best, but that was unlikely, considering how hard the Werehog goo's grasp was on you. It really wanted you to be its host so badly, but why? Well, you wouldn't have to wait long to know the answer. As the Werehog goo starts to expand towards your eyes, your mind slowly starts to get foggy. Yes, foggy, that's exactly it. You can feel your thoughts getting cloudier and cloudier. Almost like something was telling you to stop resisting and to fully give in to your new form. Why were you, the Werehog, trying to fight against your amazing, strong body? I mean, have you seen how strong and bulky you are? But wait, you're not the Werehog. You're a human with a life of his own. You realize that the Werehog is getting a hold of your mind, but no matter how hard you try to cover your ears, or how hard you hit your head, you are slowly starting to forget who you are. The Werehog's mental influence intensifies, although you are still resisting.
No, I can't be the Werehog. I'm not him. I am. Who am I? No, I forgot who I am. What do I mean, haven't I been always like this? No, this is all wrong. Damn it. How can't I remember who I am? I can't fight this for long until
You notice how your Werehog arms are moving without your control. You try to get them back to how they were, but they wouldn't obey. Your arms start to flex by themselves right in front of you, as if they were trying to make you give in. The power of the Werehog feels so damn good, you are barely able to resist it, even after struggling for so much. You feel your Werehog head moving towards your hairy, bulky arms. You bury your head against your arms against your will. You take a good whiff of them, and you are struggling to hold your feelings in.
Oh. This power, this musky smell of mine. It's so intoxicating, I feel unstoppable. Is this my destiny? I can't remember why I was fighting against my own body. No, wait, my body, but
Your thoughts get cloudier and cloudier until you are left in a hazy, dull state. Taking advantage of this situation, the Werehog goo covers your eyes, obscuring your sight, finalizing the transformation. You are now the Werehog. And you can't help but feel amazing in your new form. Although, it is not quite you who is controlling it.
Oh yeah, it's so awesome to be back. I feel like I've been absent for some time now for some reason. I don't really know what has happened, but now, oh boy, I feel so great. But wait, where exactly am I? I don't remember ever entering this bedroom. Look how messy it is. The guy living here must be a total train wreck, huh? That's interesting. Wait a minute, could it be? Huh, oh, it definitely is. Haha. It looks like someone took a certain interest to my shoes, isn't that right, my friend? Well, I can't blame you for trying them on. They got a special charm, that's for sure, and that's why I have them on all the time, haha. Maybe you should have realized that by putting my shoes on, you were essentially agreeing to becoming my host, the vessel for my body. And now, well, you can see how things have turned out for you. And if you ask me, I would say that things have turned out great for you. Now you can say that you're me, the Werehog. Haha, I definitely wouldn't worry if I were in your case. I don't mean to cause you any harm in the slightest. The opposite, really. I promise to take good care of you, friend. After all, you're the reason why I'm standing here in the first place. Treating my host and vessel with respect is the least I could do to show you my gratitude. I really hope you knew what you were doing when putting my shoes on, but something tells me you didn't, and you unexpectedly find yourself like this but at the same time. Something tells me that deep inside me, you're enjoying being me. I made sure to make the process very comfy. You know, I didn't want to make it painful to my vessel. So I guess that balances things out, right? I mean, I'm super strong, resilient, hairy, plus I admit I am quite handsome, but you want to know what the best part is? That all of the things I said about myself can now also be applied to you. Come on, who wouldn't enjoy the sensation of being trapped inside me like some sort of costume? Being my dear host and vessel, and seeing how messy your bedroom is, I can sense that your life wasn't the best. So consider yourself lucky to have found my shoes on your bed. Now, you won't have to worry about anything, because we are now one. I'm the Werehog and you're me. Well, show the world what the Werehog is capable of. Hell yeah.
The Werehog flexes his muscles, as if he was confirming how well he will look after you. He meant everything he said. Although it doesn't change the fact that you were forced into the situation, and mind-controlled to forget who you were. The Werehog himself was willing to take care of you, as his host.
Oh, I almost forgot to mention, I will be the one who takes the lead for both of us. I mean, it's only normal, right? But even then, I'll make sure you enjoy everything there is about being me. From my power to my musky smell, which, by the way, is really endearing. You'll get to know what being the Werehog is all about in first person. Well, off the Werehog goes.
And with that, the Werehog opens the window and jumps, and starts to swing around a nearby forest with it. And here the story ends. While you will probably never remember who you were, I will meet you again someday. He'll tell the Werehog all about, and we'll have a good chat about everything. I can't wait to meet you, the Werehog. Hopefully, if you don't mind, we can share a hug so you can show me that Werehog power. Also, I got a feeling you'll bring a Werehog costume with you, but that's okay. Haha. Well, until next time, Werehog. My dear friend.